Um, okay. So there's a couple of things. I do have the cards because I promised I'll post some cards because it's fun. So when I went live yesterday, I was talking about, the cards, and then I pulled up the post and I was posting it. And as I was posting it, I was watching my astrologer that I watch, the Leo King, and I was watching his. He does, like, at the beginning of the week, he does kind of like an overall what the astrology is going to be like for the week. And so I'm like pulling these cards up. I'm like giggling over the post from, I don't know, earlier this year when it was, because I know it was around when COVID had hit. And he's like, oh, so and so squaring something, and Pluto's doing something, and Mars is doing this, and Mercury is in retrograde, and it's really going to be tight. And like, oh, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, what is going on? Like sometimes I don't even want to hear about it because I'm like, so intense. Like maybe I'd be better without the information. But sometimes then I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I've been feeling, or that's why this happened, or I don't know, maybe in some way it helps me kind of feel better when there's kind of hot mess stuff going on. So I thought the Rebel deck was actually really a good choice for this new moon in Libra. And whether you're a new moon in Libra person with a Mars, whatever, and a Mercury retrograde and a Pluto squaring Saturn person, I don't know. It's just fun. The Rebel deck is just fun. So I don't know how many people are on because I'm on different platforms. So I don't know if I know it shows me comments from the group and the Facebook page, my business page, because I kind of figured that out last night after I was kind of seeing what worked and didn't work, and if I was going to use it again today. But I don't know if it shows me like who's on and who's not on. So I had put out there, if you want a card, or you want me to pull a card for you personally, just go ahead and drop a comment or whatever, and I will. If you have a specific question for this new moon intention, or just whatever's going on in your life, or you just want to, like, I don't know, pull a card and see what it says, you can. And I do have other oracle cards too, if you want something nicer with more clarification. But I mean, it's fun too, I guess, right? The nicer cards. But what I wanted to do while we're, kind of waiting or seeing if more people get on, I wanted to run a couple of alignments because the energy just seems so squishy. And, the new moon's a really good time for intentions. And it is a really good time for getting in your, it's like a new headspace. It's a new cycle. It's like a redo. Let's start over. Let's come to the table, get stuff on the whiteboard and figure things out. What's working, what's not working, and set the intentions to release and let go and to move forward with the new stuff. So a couple things I like to do. I do light candles, and like if I am kind of looking just to like clear my space, I might choose a black candle and a white candle. The black candles are for clearing, the white candles are for bringing in the good stuff, kind of like saging your space. Some people use salt. People do like sage and patchouli, whether it's in I almost said smoke form, but whether you're burning sage and burning Palo Santo, or did I say patchouli? Patchouli's an oil. But anyways, you'll do the sage and then the Palo Santo, but you can do it in oil as well. You can diffuse sage, diffuse patchouli, diffuse Palo Santo in your space. Let's see, what other kind of things do I do? Oh, I do have greeting boards. So I'll set, well, this one has a sphere in it. So this is like a small example. This one is Metatron's cube. If I was on my phone, I could show you the giant one, and I also have oh my gosh, I forget what the name of it is, but it is all geometric shapes, and this is all using sacred geometry, which is science, to set intentions. These are clear quartz that the set is, but I do have here, like I can show them. Grab it. This one's way more elaborate. Okay, so, and I actually need to reset it, so I guess it doesn't matter if I pull some of these down. This is, where can I show it? This is done in amethyst. So this actual wood carving, this is also a Metatron's cube, and I'll take the crystals down. I just want, let's just show it the way it looks while it's gridded. Where's the camera? So I have the what do you call it? The Merkaba. Like, now I don't know anything about crystals. Here is a Merkaba. This is an amethyst. I have a chunk of pyrite, and this is, well, it looks like, I think it's supposed to be jade, but it looks like, well, I don't know what it is. Actually, it's got, in case Kat watches, she can tell me. But anyways, so, and then I have some Herkimer diamonds in here because they amp up stuff. I can't remember what these ones are called. I need to look at my platonic. Oh, they're platonic crystals. But I have these kind of set around. And then all of the platonic ones that are in the geometric shapes, this is a square, represents Earth. This triangle one, which I can't remember what it's called, it might be a tetrahedron, I'm not sure. It is for fire. But anyways, these are all, this set's an amethyst. And then I have some amethyst gridding points. They're generators. They're little mini generators that I have to amplify each section. This one is a little more elaborate than usual. For the sphere, I have a giant, which usually these don't come. Let me see if I can do this right up here. Well, the lighting's not good. I should move my laptop. But anyways, this is like this beautiful mini smoky quartz sphere that I have sitting on in the sphere section. And so one of the things, and people, you know, I get jokes about my crystals, and that's fine because all my crystal friends do. But I will say me and my crystal friends, because there's other people that carry crystals in their bras in their pockets. Actually, there's millions of people that do this, but also grid with them. And it's fun. Like I will say that it's fun. It's also really mindful to do a practice like this, because when I'm picking, I'm going to move my like this huge glare, move my laptop a little bit. When I'm picking the crystals for the grid, like this grid was in my my abundance, prosperity corner of my bedroom. And normally people are like, oh, you're, you know, doing abundance with amethyst. Like, why don't you have a citrine or, you know, something, you know, like I have the pyrite and I want to say this is jade, but it's got more green in it. It's emerald. I really, I'm not actually sure, because chrysoprase keeps popping in my head, but I don't think it's chrysoprase. So anyways, at the time I put it on the grid, I knew exactly what it was. But there's a few green ones that I use to grid with. But the prosperity corner is a purple green. So I went ahead with the amethyst grid. But regardless, you're picking with, your intention, no matter what you're gridding, and your while you're picking the different crystals or shapes or whatever it is you want to use, especially like with the Merkaba, it's a really powerful geometric shape. It's a sacred shape. Sage Goddess does this. She did this really amazing. I don't know what you call it, like a meditation or event ceremony. I'm not sure. With the Merkaba, and you spin it clockwise while she's kind of putting some intentions out there. And so at the time I did it, and it was really infused. And then, so I have even more intention going on, and with, what my goal is for setting the grid, and, and then you set your grid, and then you have the intention there, and you just let it go. So one of the things that with like law of attraction and stuff is they always say that if you have an intention, and you need to let it go, right? So you set your intention and you can work towards it, but you need to let go, like the worrying part about it, right? And a lot of us are in our heads, or we're like, are we doing enough action, or like, blah, 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 blah. So with this, what I enjoy personally about doing the gridding is, or even lighting a candle, is that you just set the intention. You can write on a piece of paper. You can set the paper like underneath. You can attach it. You can put it underneath. You can do the same with a candle. Just, whatever your intention is for. It doesn't have to be on a new moon cycle. You can do it whenever. You can always set intentions. But just, it puts that energy there. And then you have that energy of like, okay, it's there, it's done, it's being worked on. I don't have to worry about it. And for me, it was very helpful because I can set a grid, or I can, light a candle with intention. And then I'm like, I might check out my candle, like, oh, how's the candle burning? Or, I'll check in with my grid here and there, my kids love to run. And so the crystals will get out of place a little bit. But for the most part, I know that, I've set the intention. So this grid actually that I just showed, I am going to pull these off because I'm going to reset it today for the new moon. And plus I have some, with just being at the retreat and shifting my energy, I kind of have some new, intentions that I want to set. But I'm also going to, one second. I want to show this gorgeous look. Okay. So this, and now I need the light, right? Because it's gorgeous. Let me see. I'm really bad about the opposite. Boom. Okay. So I know I'm trying to get some light on it too, but this is, wow, my laptop is not made for this. This is Metatron's cube, and there, this looks good here. So this one's actually designed, and this was custom. He does these where he designed it to do the platonic geometric shapes, which is the set that I showed you. This one was in amethyst, and I showed the one that was in quartz. And then this right here, where, let's see, how do I show this? Where the sphere is, it's actually a little divoted. So the sphere, when it sits in, it doesn't roll. It sits like a sphere holder, right? Genius. Oh my gosh. That's my heart. Every day. And that's my little smoky quartz. So we don't want to drop that. And then in the middle, this is where my Merkaba sits. And so you don't have to have a Merkaba there, but this is the idea between this particular design. Now he does have some that don't have the geometric shapes. They just have the these, it'll just be like the spots or whatever. For Metatron's cube. Metatron's cube is the actual geometric shape. This whole thing is a Metatron's cube. And then he did the inlays, which is gorgeous. I mean, this is my friend Boris, him and Kat. She has a crystal business and he does custom wood carvings and he does like amazing stuff. So he does everything. So this is fun for me to talk about. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. And I have these little Merkabas. Hello. So these are quartz. I have two, but I wanted to show you, he also did these angel wings. And these are, so a sphere can sit. And I had my malachite sitting in here in my sphere. And I interchange it with my, I have a flower agate sphere that really likes to sit in these. But he does these two, and they're all different color. I know this lighting isn't good for this, but they're all different kinds of wood as well. And one of the reasons I'm showing this is he did these hearts. I want to show the hearts. Here. And they're really cute and very detailed. Very beautiful. And they're really beautiful in person. They're just gorgeous. The wood is just, he just does a really good job. So these actually can hold spheres as well. And I will hold this one while I show it. So, ta-da. And these are actually going to be bonus gifts for everyone that signs up for the course that starts on 11/11. So, and then I'm going to have see if he can do my brand name on the back of them, I think. But the hearts, for sure, we're doing as gifts. This was interesting with the Metatron's cube. Going through my women's retreat last week, and they were talking about act therapy, and which I had mentioned with the value cards. And I think, I don't know if I have these. Let me see if I have it. Yes, I do. So the person who created the act therapy back in, I don't know, 1982, there was a lot of esoteric stuff going on back then. But anyways, so they have the act hexaflex, right? And boom. And let's see. Yes. And I'll be featuring this. It's kind of like, it's basically like the hero's journey, which everybody kind of knows about. But the shape, really. So I was really excited about this. Because I hadn't even I don't know. So I, do the hero's journey. I actually have hero's journey oracle cards that I pull and, whatever. But when I saw this and, I've been really about the hero's journey right now. And I was like, ooh, this is cool. And then I was looking at it and I'm like, this is definitely like Metatron's cube and a Merkaba. Hello. So what I want to do is for this new moon, it's my intention to use my Metatron cube grids to set intentions based on the act hexaflex. So I'll be pulling crystals and kind of setting the intention for what I want. And I think I might do it setting alignments as well. I haven't decided yet with the different categories. But I think this is going to be really cool to do. So those are a couple, I don't know, fun for me. Fun things I wanted to share. And then I will be posting in a little bit. Obviously, I'm not going to do it while I'm live, but I will be posting. Kat did a grid for intention and some I am statements, which I did the I ams yesterday. We did some I ams for some goal setting during this new moon, and her grid is gorgeous. And so what I'm going to do is, since it's in the Gaia's Gift private group, she gave me permission where I'm going to copy and paste, and I wanted to repaste it for the new moon. So people that are interested in the crystals or the crystal gridding, I'll repost hers in the group so you can get that information, or you can go to her page at Gaia's Gifts. And then the wood carvings that I just showed that are gorgeous. And you can, he can do other custom pieces. Like I have stuff that they're not crystal grids. He's done like memorials. He did my original where it's the affinity symbol with the heart that goes through it, which I have hanging in my bedroom. And I also have that in the abundance corner of my room. When I talk like that, I have my house feng shuied. And then I have my bedroom feng shuied and the living room feng shuied. So when I talk about like my abundance corner or my whatever, if there's other corners of the house, your career corner, my actual space right here that I'm in is the career corner of my house or section. So anyways, his webpage or his Facebook is called Soul Shine Woods, I think. I don't know. I can link it as well. For sure on whoever's watching, I can't tell who's watching on what channel, but for YouTube and stuff, I'll have all the links to the stuff I'm talking about because that's what you're supposed to do, right? Or actually, my daughter's gonna do it for me because I had mentioned yesterday when I did the live that she was helping out. So these are the things that she's gonna be helping me with, so I can focus on content and whatnot. Okay. So I do want to run a couple of alignments for fun or for the energy. So I wanted to run the dolphin alignment, which brings in the high vibration of, and I have it over here, so let me move it. It brings in the high vibration of the dolphin energy, which includes the energies of play, joy, peace, and knowing how to connect and communicate live in harmony with any community you choose to belong to, live in harmony with any community you choose to belong to, and it will also open you up or amplify your psychic abilities or your intuition or your gut instinct. We'll just use friendly words for everybody that's may listen to this. I know when I went to my school, people would be like, "Oh, your psychic school," and I'm like, "Oh, it's a clairvoyant school," because it just sounds, there was like all this stigma attached to it where I was, but it's all essentially the same thing. It's your gut instinct. It's your women's intuition. It's your knowing. It's when you don't feel good, when your body doesn't feel good, and you're out of alignment. All of those are your psychic abilities. So we're bringing in the dolphin alignment now for some fun and some play. Okay, let me just find the light creator, change it. Need some water, obviously. This isn't water, it's coffee, but I didn't bring my water. I also want to bring in miracles. So we're going to bring in the energy of miracles, and it will allow you to see the miracles that surround you right now. as well as the belief and ability to create miracles on a daily basis, as we're going into this new energy and this new cycle, and things are coming up, and your past might be coming up. Well, your past is definitely going to come up with past issues, your ex, like Mercury retrograde stuff just shows up. I'm just saying. So, and it might show up and be gone and you're good and it's done. Sometimes I'll get a text from somebody or a message from someone I haven't heard from like, I don't know, like completely random. And I'm like, So, while that's going on, I just want to say, if stuff's coming up, I'm sorry, I was like processing a few things in my head on how I wanted to say it or what I wanted to say, and then whether I wanted to say it on live that's recorded that someone else might watch, and then whether I am being authentic. So as you can see, I just kind of processed myself. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, my daughter's amazing. She just brought me water. She must be watching my show. Thank you. That was the real thank you. Okay, I really needed that. Anytime I start doing, especially when I start doing healing work one-on-one, my voice, if you can hear it now, it literally, I don't know if it's just part of clearing something or what, but it gets so raspy and hoarse, and it's really annoying because obviously this is your communication channel. This is your throat chakra, which is your communication channel. And I'm trying to communicate live or on Zoom. When I do one-on-ones, I do them on Zoom. So like I literally, this is like the wrong place for stuff to get like kind of stuck. And I kid you not, after I'm done with the healing space, my voice comes back, no hoarseness, nothing. Like I don't need a cough drop. Like it's so bizarre. So we just go with it. Let me start now. So anyways, let's bring in the alignment miracles. Miracles happen every moment of every day, and most of us miss them. One of the reasons for this is we feel we are unable or powerless to create what we want, setting these intentions. Our dreams and desires feel out of reach or even impossible, especially during Mercury retrograde. This is simply not true. You can create anything, including miracles, and you are a miracle. So we're going to bring this alignment in now into Divine Love and Light. Take a breath. Breathe it in. Create or change it. Thank you. Okay. I also, sorry, I was just watching the energy go. I want to bring in the diamond light and the rose alignments. I like to bring them in together because they're super high vibe. It puts you in like a really good space and a really good energy. And obviously that's fun for Fun Friday. So diamonds are this, they symbolize luxury, beauty, and strength. They are considered to be the hardest substance in the world and also one of the most beautiful. This is a rare and amazing combination that represents an important truth. We can exude strength and beauty in all its forms. We can also have that strength and that courage, and we can tap into that masculine energy, because we all have masculine and feminine energy that we need to balance, and we use a little bit more of one or the other when we need it. But we can also tap into the feminine energy of empathy, kindness, love, gentleness, understanding, and compassion, which I feel is can be masculine as well. However, the masculine energy comes with more of its action taking, it's doing, it's let's go. And the feminine is the receiving energy, and it's more of I don't know, kind of holding the space, the nurturing. So they work well together when they are in balance. So this alignment will bring you an incredibly high vibration of energy and the knowledge that you deserve the best everything life to offer. It also activates your cells and DNA with the power of the diamond light vibration. The rose alignment is an extremely high vibrational the oil vibrates at 320 hertz, which is the highest energy vibration known to all oils. So those are my friends that are into oils, as I am. I have actually been adding, normally I don't really like the fragrance of perfumes with rose and stuff in them. But I do have a bowl of like freshly, I get them at this Botanica store. They are dried rose petals. And I have my rose quartz point that Kat actually, I don't know, did in a supermoon. What do you call it? Infused it. And then I have a couple other crystals sitting in here to kind of infuse the rose petals. And I'll use them sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes I just like to hold them. But I also will put them in some candles before I light the candles, or I'll kind of, if I'm putting some crystals out together, doing some intentions, I'll put the rose petals out too for the high vibration. But I've noticed that I've been using oils now with the blends that where rose is included in the blends, or I've just been adding a little bit of, these are essential oils, a little rose into whatever I have in the diffuser, just to kind of set that high vibrational energy and have that intention to be in this high vibration space. So we're bringing in the diamond light and rose alignments. Hold on, I'm doing it for my heart space. You just see these download in if you're doing this with me. Clockwise, I always see it kind of coming in and just downloads all the way down. I see this, when these come in together, I see them as like a pink iridescent mixture of just, it's so bright and so beautiful. It's so sparkly. Like, I'm just like, almost like, oh, like, so as that comes in, the rose alignment will immerse you in a beautiful high vibration energy of the rose. It will gently lift your spirits, bring you comfort, and help you relieve depression, anger, grief, fear, nervous tension, and stress. So these two alignments are perfect for this new moon energy, for the planets being all squared and crazy, and for how anyone's feeling. Honestly, like I said, I don't care about planets. I have been listening to what my friends have shared with me and what people have shared with me in some healings, or just like in general conversation about how they've been feeling. It's one of those like, oh my gosh, I've just been so squishy, or just feeling like I like want to be around people, but I want to stay in my house. Like I feel like I need to socialize, but like I just don't, like I feel so overwhelmed at home. I don't want to be overwhelmed out of the house as well. So, when you keep hearing the same thing, like obviously we're all kind of going through it. I mean, I go through the same thing. Those that know me know I'm pretty social and here in Kansas City. So I always have like some event or activities, and then my personal programs that I don't allow myself not to show up for, like my Chalk Up for Burpees CrossFit program, my equine therapy program that just started last week. And, there's the retreat, those kind of things. Like, honestly, I didn't want to I'd rather just like stay with my family and be online, like with my business, not live, and maybe catching up on a Netflix show. I don't know. But like, really, that's not what I really want to do. Like, I enjoy doing the healings. I enjoy doing the lives. because I do my healings live on Zoom with the person, the one-on-ones. Um, I enjoy the expansion of my business. I really enjoyed the retreat. I'm doing equine with other alumni from the Battle Within, and there is just, there's nothing like that soul family energy as well. And then Kelly's amazing. Her energy is just like a warm, big, giant hug of fun. So you know what I mean? So when I show up for the other things and I do get myself out of the house, or I just tell myself that this is just, you know, the energy around, it's not permanent. I can push past it. Like, am I enjoying myself right now? Yes, I am. Hopefully you guys are too. Um, and then, you know, did I enjoy myself at equine or at chalk up yesterday? I had such a great, oh, for those that have watched my lives, I will say, and this progression that I'm having with CrossFit and my body that decided to go from being athletic and doing kettlebells every morning and running all the time and doing these RWB crazy workouts of the day, the warrior wads. I went from being very athletic to my body just doesn't, like as soon as my heart rate starts raising, like I'm unable to breathe and I have to like slow my breath and excuse me, I feel like I'm gonna like pass out and stuff. So bizarre. And like my body's getting stronger and like my body fat has dropped and my lean muscle has percentage has gone up. And you know, you know, like if I'm squatting, like it's a perfect form squat, like, you know, so like I look good, but when I'm trying to when my body is trying to keep up with the workout, it's a hot mess. Like, and it's been frustrating. I've gone into panic attacks during workouts. I've cried during workouts. I mean, it's been ridiculous. And I did do a live, or I don't know if it might not be in the conversations group. I don't know if I'd started the group yet. It's on my Facebook page, and I might have posted it to Instagram. I'm not sure. Look at me, all social media. But anyways, it was one of those vulnerable moments where I like randomly went into a panic attack while I was in the middle of a workout because my body went into one. And then because of that, like it froze up and stuff. And then, you know, I had the anxiety and I started crying. Like it was just ridiculous. And thank God, Coach Josh is amazing. And the people I do CrossFit with are amazing. And so like I wasn't so much embarrassed as in like I was frustrated and whatever. So I went on live and shared a vulnerable moment. So we have been working on that. One of my goals was sticking with it because at one point I was just like, I'm done. Like why am I even doing this? I'm putting it through myself. Like, am I going to get better? And then I was like, one, I don't give up, obviously. It's not my personality. So I still show up for myself and it's getting better. And we did 8 rounds, or the workout was 8 rounds of 12 kettlebell sumo high deadlifts, long titles. And then you either did a run or a row. And so you do whatever. And I almost completed the entire workout, which I haven't been able to complete, which is crazy. Like anyone who knows me, like with CrossFit or workouts, like it's very unusual. These past few months have been really bizarre in this area of my life. So anyways, I was really excited that I got to 8 rounds. The time, because we capped the time hit right before I was about to do the last row. And I was really excited because I almost completed a workout. And like all I had left was the row, which is amazing. So little update on that. Okay, so I'm going to, so we ran some alignments. So I'm going to pull a card anyways. Let's see here. A lot of people just pull cards for people on live. I'm just smart, whatever. But as you can see, when I did my post, because I reposted the Rebel card post from, I don't know, was it March or whatever? I wasn't on live. It was literally like I just posted my own post because I thought it was hilarious, the cards that I picked and my surprise with the backs. So I'm going to say that you don't have to be live if you watch the replay. And I think by hashtagging it replay, it kind of like sends me a notification. It's like making a comment or whatever. So I know that you weren't on live, that, you know, like it just, like how Facebook or whatever notifies you when someone comments on something that you posted. So I think just hashtagging replay is kind of giving me the notification that like, hey, somebody was on that wasn't on the live. So you are, you can do that. And if you want me to pull a card later, if I'm at home, I will. I don't know if we have stuff today or not. I know I have, there's the Bow Within wiffle ball tournament tomorrow. That's a huge ordeal. And a lot of us will be at that. It's in the afternoon, and I think it's a fundraiser. I actually don't know if it's open to everyone or if you had to have had a team already. That's a great question. And then there are a couple, is it this week? Next week? I'm not sure. I have a couple Wounded Warrior Project events coming up as well. So I'm doing a couple of things. Oh no, that's on the 24th. So my daughter, who's turning 24, her birthday is the 24th, and we are going to be doing a couple fun Wounded Warrior Project events. I'm bringing her as my support person. So like an alumni can bring, if you're signed up as an alumni, you can sign up for different events, and you can have someone listed or registered as your support person. And so you can bring a guest, a guest to the events. Sometimes they have like date nights and stuff too, so that's fun. I will say, if you're a veteran and service connected, that getting signed up with the Wounded Warrior Project as an alumni has been amazing. There's so many fun things that we could do, that I do with my family and other veteran families that I connect with. Some people, I see them during peer support or like the retreat, but then when they have the family events, you get to meet the families and stuff, so that's cool too. Okay, so let's see, this new moon, Libra energy. How long have I been on? I didn't plan on staying on that long, actually. Oh, it doesn't really. Okay, it's almost an hour. Perfect. Okay, so I'll pull a couple cards for the collective. I don't know if you can hear my kids yelling. They're outside playing. Okay. Okay. That's really funny. Okay. This one has kind of a lot of language in it. So for those of you who might be watching live with the sound up, or not with the sound up, it says, ask an effing expert. Thank you, Rebel Cards. Okay, and the back says, don't rely on your friends or the internet. Really? Listen to a damn professional. So here is the back of the card with the first one. Okay. And then I shuffled, and then I'm just pulling from the top. This is the money symbol times 3, which I love the 3s. And then the back says, make it rain. I'm telling you, this girl that made these cards is hilarious. And this one says, stop effing whining. And then the back says, no one wants to listen to that S stuff. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world. So do it. Boom. Whoops. Okay. That's just in case someone doesn't have the sound on. Okay. So in the energy that we are now, obviously this is suited. There are a lot of us, at least in my circles, social media wise, that are doing businesses, that are putting together programs, that are looking to be in their abundance and their money space. And I want to say financially, but also it's a mindset and the support of your goals. And, maybe the goal is something small, like getting your, like, oh, for me, okay, so I'm trying to learn StreamYard, or just learning how to do a link where I can have people sign up for things and it links it to the website so they can sign up for the course, and, learning how to get the PayPal button to work or something like that, because that is, those are the little action steps that you're doing for the larger goal of abundance, to reach more people in your healing practice, to build or it doesn't necessarily have to be healing practice, or your business, to reach more people, to, grow to 6 figures, to, move into the bigger house, do more things with your family, travel, and to give back to the higher, or to the collective, the population, whether it's financial giving or service, or having more time to volunteer, or even just being able to share your gifts or share your business at a larger scale. Obviously, the larger scale you are, the more people you reach, etc. So this is really good for intention setting. So if you need to ask an expert, ask an expert. I will say that a lot of people that do this, they're investing in people, or they're listening to people. They might not financially be in the spot when you're starting a business, or you're investing in the logistics part of your business to get a business coach or whatever. It can be costly. So maybe you're asking friends, or just trying to look it up online, that sort of thing. But at some point it does help to have a business coach or an expert. I kind of heard people have gone through investing in good business coaches, and then they've had ones that weren't as good. So I think with this card, especially with this energy, it's kind of, whether it's in business or whether it is needing support with mental health, or just a task that you're doing. Say you want to redo your floor and you decided that a YouTube video is the best way to go. Maybe you can use a professional. Just throwing that out there. I mean, I've done floors, but I was doing it with Team Rubicon, and I mean, they're pretty much professionals. And so at least the guys that I was helping lay down the floor with in the tiny homes, we were part of an event with some other veteran groups. So anyways, I will say also that this is also the energy of right now. Not whining, not complaining, not making excuses, but really looking at what isn't in alignment with you and what's not working, and changing it, like you changing it. The past few weeks, probably into last month, I've been trying to learn, like I said, I've worked with people, the healing part of it, the 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 bravely authentic part of this, I have been doing for a while, and now I'm just kind of, expanding by adding healing modalities and, whatever. And so I'm putting this on a social platform. I've never done that before. Prior to this, I had a Facebook profile. I had about 200 and some friends, everybody on there I knew. It wasn't, I didn't let anyone in that I didn't know. It was kind of on lockdown, that sort of thing. Now, I'm learning Instagram. I'm learning this StreamYard. I'm learning all the logistics that it takes to be successful and to have a platform and a healing practice essentially on social media, and to get that higher reach and to, connect with more people that need healed, more people that are doing the same work, connecting with different modalities, connecting with people that have experience running businesses like this, people that are running businesses online that just, started with a dream and a desire, and boom, now they're, everywhere, and they're reaching a lot of people, they're impacting a lot of lives, and they're doing it through their businesses and helping them also reach a lot of people and impact lives. And then they're also giving back to the community. If you go on my website, I also have a section and it says give, and you click on it, and excuse me, speaking of give, you go on it, and it talks about my friend, the foundation that was started in his honor, the Tadpole Foundation. And my goal is to, as the proceeds start coming in through Bravely Authentic, through the healings and the courses and the workshops, and the meditations, like whatever it is, as the proceeds come in, a portion of those will be going to fund that organization, however that looks. Whether so I will just tell you, I have some goals. These are long-term goals as I grow. And actually, we are setting, I'm going to throw these out for intentions. With the Tadpole Foundation, and it's called the Eddie Furlani Tadpole Foundation. It's out of Coronado, where I'm from in San Diego. Well, I'm not from Coronado, just San Diego, but it started there, and it's you can click on my Facebook page and go, or I'm sorry, not my Facebook page, my website, bravelyauthenticliving.com, and go to the give section and click on it and learn more about the foundation. But they do, I think they're called expeditions, and it focuses on, Eddie Furlani was a Navy SEAL, and who was dealing with multiple TBIs and PTSD, and he was an amazing effing person. And I knew him since 2005 when I first moved there. He's ridiculous, like so ridiculous, and he was so fun. And like, anyone who knows him, anyone who might be watching this later that knows him, that's just like, right? We all have our stories. But he was also like the protector, and like he just really looked out for everybody, and he was just amazing. And our kids were best friends, and he didn't get the mental health help that he really needed. And long story short, he ended up taking his life a couple of years ago. And it was really impactful, obviously, to a lot of us. And they started this foundation. So being all the foundations I'm a part of, this is the one that's on my website. It's very personal to me. They do expeditions for special ops people that work as, Rangers, Navy SEALs, whatever it is, combat veterans, first responders, like SWAT, ICE, like those kind of things. So they have a specific focus, because, you know, they want to get, they're targeting that spec war community as well. So one of the things I want to do with Bravely Authentic when it comes to giving back is I want to fund an expedition, like one. They usually go to Montana, that sort of thing. So that's a goal, a bigger goal that I have, with this, with what I'm doing. So it's not just about healing practice and doing the one-on-ones with people and then doing these healings as a group and, you know, getting that collective healing out there. I also want to give, and I want to do healing in different ways. This is a authentic group. All the money, they don't have paid staff. These are actually the girl that started it. Jen was best friends as well with Eddie, and their kids' family. You know, the families are all best friends. The kids are all best friends growing up, and so there's a real personal connection with all of it. Everybody. Andrea, his wife, has gone on expeditions and with the other members, and has been a part of that and had a lot of healing in her journey as well. So I would like to fund an expedition of theirs. I was involved and worked at Veterans Community Project when I first, that's why I moved to Kansas City actually originally. And I was case manager for the residents, and I came when the third wave of houses was coming in, or not the third, I'm sorry, ridiculous. The second wave was being built, and when it was completed in November, I started working there in December. And then I also helped out with the third wave of houses as they were coming in, and I'm still involved. I volunteer. I help out with people that if they've called and needed some extra resources with some of the veteran organizations in town, I do help with that as well. So I would like to sponsor a house. And they do where you can sponsor a house for annual sponsorship. They have different levels of sponsorship. They call it the Honor Core. So you can go on their website and you can be a monthly donor. You can be a yearly donor. You can be a here's $5,000 donor. I mean, you can donate anytime. They also have an Amazon Smile group you can go on and donate. Go on there and shop for stuff that's needed for the houses and food items. Veterans come in that aren't necessarily housed at the village. They come in quite frequently and pick up food boxes. We have food boxes for people that are living, that have housing, and so they can cook, and that's the kitchens. And then there are they call them snack bags for people that are, you know, maybe living in their car, don't have access to a kitchen or a hot stove or a way to cook the food. So these are different foods that they can do with hot water, or you know, they're just packaged and they can eat them. And so all those are listed on the Amazon Smile. They also do hygiene kits. So all that stuff's listed. That way people aren't just kind of sending whatever, it's more focused. And Joan is really good about, and Jamie are really good about keeping the list updated and, you know, based on what the needs of our veterans are currently. And with the tiny houses, every time someone moves in, well, every time someone moves out, they take furniture that the houses are furnished with, the dishes, all the things that you need to have a home. They take this with them and they're refurnished with brand new stuff for the new person that comes in. And then if there's anything, you know, with the house, if it needs touched up or maybe a drawer was broken or something like that, like they go in and literally redo the houses for the needs, and then whatever's needed redone. And they get them all cleaned and sparkly, and it's literally like moving into a brand new house again with all the brand new stuff, all brand new dishes, beds, furniture, linens, shower, bath, hygiene, food. They are fully stocked with food when you first move in. I don't actually know who's helping with that now. It used to be Sprouts. So I don't know who the partnership is with that now, but we would go and get the food, and Sprouts would bring or spots would bring over bags of food to furnish the houses for when someone moved in, so they didn't have to worry about that need right away. And then there's a few actually organizations that have helped my family that I'm personally connected to, VFW Unmet Needs, USA Cares. There's different organizations that I would love to donate just like chunks to. With the Battle Within, I would like to either sponsor a cohort or sponsor a veteran going through a cohort, because I think I have the amount that I have in my head that I think sponsors the cohort actually sponsors the one veteran. So we might just be doing the one veteran. But who knows? Obviously, if this expands, if the business expands the way I see it, then who knows what, there's the sky's the limit. So, okay, so I've been on for an hour. So I'm going to get off. Like I said, if you want card pulls, you are more than welcome to put in the comments of whatever page, and I will pull a card for you later. Just be mindful that because it's not live and it's on a replay, that I might not do it like the minute you post a comment. There might be some delay just because I do have, some stuff going on. Sometimes when it shows me on Facebook, I'm not necessarily on Facebook. It's just logged on as I'm working or creating social media or like doing stuff. Or it's just logged on because I didn't log off while I was working and my kids are going crazy and then I'm doing something else. So I'm actually going to pull a card for myself while I'm still on. All right, so let's see here. Oh, so this one says Mercury retrograde. Get out of your head. Yes, there's another word in there. Insert word. Get in your heart. It misses you, which is perfect. I am going to do some intention setting today and a little bit of journaling. And I like to do that before I intention set. What I always encourage is I just kind of free write what I want or what space I'm in right now, or processing stuff. And then I kind of look at it, and then I look at it and put it in like a more organized, I know, so type A. I put it in a more organized, okay, so these are all the things I want. What's one? And I do my to-do list in the universe to-do list, which I should probably, I said I'd go over as a live at one point, not today though, but, and I get that set up, and then I decide how I want to set the intentions in my space, in my house, whether it's crystals or candles. I did already light a candle, though, for prosperity and kind of setting the intention while this Mercury retrograde has been going on. So anyways, sorry, I was processing again. So anyways, I recommend you guys do the same and enjoy your weekend. And I don't know if I put it out there yet, but I will be on live Monday, and I will be doing the healing. I think I mentioned yesterday I was going to create a poll. But I had CrossFit and then I was helping my daughter with some stuff when I got back. So I will probably look at that today and see, that way it's running during the weekend, to see what you guys want the healing to focus on, or I'll just kind of do intuitively what the energy is. I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit, when I drop into the heart space and kind of look at the collective, everyone is so scattered right now and feeling very, it's like you want to be in your space, but you're like not in your space. Like I described earlier, like you want to be around people, but like you feel safer at home. So you don't have to be around people because the energy feels squishy. Um, it's anxiety. Maybe I'll do something on yeah, I don't know. I'll look at it. I'll journal. I'll look at it. I'll do um I'll just so anyways, I'll do the healings on Monday. And as I'm kind of looking at the energy, if I think that if I do a poll and you guys can choose like what the healing theme is for next week, then I can do it that way. Um, because I'd like these to be more you focused, you as the collective. And then Wednesday will be the intention setting. So we'll kind of go back off the Monday healing, and then we'll do Fun Friday again. And maybe I'll do the journaling. I was just thinking like my manifestation tricks might be fun to learn. I was going to kind of do this in a workshop, but maybe we'll do them for Fun Friday. So I'll see if you guys want those. Like the way my magic works, I use the term magic, but the way my magic works is can be really fun, or it can be like the movie The Craft. And I'm sure plenty of you guys that are watching this have seen that movie, where she talks about how she wished for rain and then a pipe breaks in her house. Yes, that is how it can work sometimes. And I've actually had toilets explode. And I say toilets because it's happened in 2 different houses in less than a 6-month period, with the universe trying to give me a message. Yeah. And so I mentioned my Mercury retrograde. So sometimes when I ask for things, the universe is just like, boom. So yeah. So I think maybe that might be fun. So I'll put something together that's kind of organized to incorporate some things that I've been taught and learned throughout the different kind of spiritual communities I've been a part of, with manifesting and intention setting, and like actually not just intention setting, like where you just put something in your mind and you put it on paper and hope it happens. Like I'm talking like making it manifest in real life. So we'll do some of that next Friday, I think, because that's really fun, and you can have something tangible that comes out of it. Like I've done some really cool stuff. Like you have that friend that just always finds the 4-leaf clover, or they find money walking along the street, like on the sidewalk. I used to have a friend that just did it all the time. Like she would just always find money. Like it was crazy. Yeah. Okay. So have a great weekend, and I will try to put some polls up in the group. And like I said, I'm trying to grow the group. Oh, if you do YouTube and you want to support my channel, it doesn't mean you have to like watch my YouTube all the time, but I mean, I'm not going to stop you if you want to. The channel's called Bravely Authentic as well. And I will be, like I said, I'll be recording. I'll have a little bit different things on the YouTube channel, so that way it's not just the same stuff. The purpose of the YouTube channel is to reach a different demographic and kind of connect with some of the people that I watch, like the different tarot readers, and make those connections and that sort of thing. So if you want, you can subscribe. It'll help my YouTube channel, obviously, but I'm also going to be posting meditations, which I'm going to start working on. My daughter's going to help me kind of get these created. She's going to kind of manage a lot of my YouTube stuff. That way I can record the meditations. We can have, whatever graphics go with it, the music that, we're kind of going to connect with it and kind of play around and see what people request and like. I have a lot of friends that like the journeys and they like the different meditations and the healings. And there's some of those that I don't do one-on-one, but that I have and that are really powerful. So I'll be posting those on my YouTube channel. And when I do, of course, I'll put a little blurb. I have also reached 2,000 followers on Instagram. I'm just saying, apparently that's amazing, right? So let's go for 5,000. But like even on my Instagram, it's a different collective and a different demographic. And so I'm reaching other people. I'm making connection with like other spiritual coaches, other people that do what I do, or they do life coaching with a spiritual component, but it's maybe different. They do Reiki. Some people are into the Enneagrams. That's something I should do for a fun Friday too, is an Enneagram thing. I'm an 8, by the way. That kind of thing. So on my different platforms, even though I'm connecting them all, and some of this stuff will have, like this live is on my Facebook page, my YouTube, and the group. Not everything that I'm doing in the group will be on my Facebook business page, and like the workshops. And then not everything that I'm doing in the group, like the workshops, will be on YouTube and the business page and the group. The group will probably have the most of everything, the Bravely Authentic Conversations. So if you want to join that group, you are more than welcome to. Okay. All right. So have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. And let's see here.